All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, I'm joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire event today. So let me introduce them one at a time. First up on the judge lineup, he is a platinum producer. He's worked with artists such as Young Jeezy, Ludacris, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and much, much more. You guys know him. It's DJ Pain One. DJ Pain One, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, brother?
Good once I figure out my camera.
It's all good. It's a pleasure to have you, Pain One. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. Now, we always ask a question to our judges. My question for you today, can you explain to us what is the difference between a free beat, a licensed beat, and an exclusive beat?
My best advice is just read the agreements. I know I use BeatStars. You can read the agreements prior to purchasing them. Um, I could tell you what they mean in a general sense, but then I'm giving you legal advice, and I don't feel comfortable giving people legal advice. So, two things. One, read the contracts, and two, Uh, if you can't read okay, three things. If you can't read the contracts, you don't understand them. Um, this is your career we're talking about, so maybe just pay a one-time fee to a lawyer so they can explain these terms, so that moving forward you can identify them. The third thing would be reach out to the producer. There's a lot of miscommunication between beat makers and rappers, and it's frankly pathetic. It shouldn't happen. And we don't ask questions. We make assumptions and we attack each other, and that's not professional. It's not the way to build a career, and it's not the way to be an adult and be a good person. So reach out. When someone reaches out to me and they have a question, I try to answer it as soon as I can. Now, some producers might not respond. If those producers don't respond to your inquiries, maybe they're not the type of person you want to work with. So keep all that in mind, but if you're a rapper watching this, if you're a singer watching this, or if you're a beat maker watching this, just don't go into a situation where you have to communicate something to someone else already in a bad mood, already assuming that they're out to get you, already assuming that they're not going to be helpful with their answers. Just ask.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Pain One, such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. Up next on the judge lineup, he's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. Knowledge. How you doing, brother?
My guy, what's going on? How you doing?
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you, Knowledge. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. My question for you today, Knowledge, if you were a new artist today, how would you begin to build your brand and what would you take on first?
Um, if I was an artist, so I guess if I was an artist today, the first thing I would do really is focus on my brand, focus on my music, right? So I would make sure that I would establish both and make sure that they match up, that they what I mean, that they coincide with each other. And when I say that, I mean like, so if you're an artist, um, your music has to speak to a certain demographic. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes you hear artists, when you ask an artist, who do who's your core audience, or who do you make music for? It's like, oh, I make music for everybody, and it's like, well, that's too vague of an audience. You know what I mean? It's hard to really target that audience. So you got to figure out like, who is my audience? Is it the ladies? Is it the hustlers in the street? Is it the college kids? Is it whatever, right? Skateboarders, whatever it is, right? Who's your audience? And then from there, you can kind of figure out how, as you're making your music, you know what I'm saying? You kind of match the two up so that they make sense. Um, that would be my first thing, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I would just really focus on the music as far as making sure it's the best quality, finding a producer that I gel with, that can help, that I can grow with, that can help, get me my own sound. And then I would just start putting out music on a consistent basis, with visuals. And the visuals don't have to be anything crazy. You could be out in the field somewhere. You could be in your house somewhere. You know what I mean? It could be very, very simple. Just some creative editing and, you know, putting something out on a consistent basis to help my fan base grow.
For sure. And real quick knowledge before you go, now I know you work at Atlantic Records. You're the A&R director there, so you have access to a lot of tools from the label. But let's speak to the new artists at this point that are tuning in today. How does a new artist find out who their audience is? Like, is there something they could use? Where do they go to find that out?
Okay, so when I say uh, find out who your audience is, that's not necessarily like based on research. I'm saying like that's you determine who your audience is. Like you determine like who you're speaking to. You know what I'm saying, through your music. So your music, like what are you rapping about? What are you singing about? You know what I'm saying? So if you're an artist and you're singing about love, right? You're the artist who got his heart broken, right? So you're singing about those type of records and you're singing about you know you don't have any trust in blah 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 blah. That's going to resonate with a certain type of audience. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying as far as like you're not necessarily researching who your audience is. The type of music you make will help determine what the audience is going to be.
Awesome. Definitely well said. Knowledge, such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And last but certainly not least, he's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, brother?
Man, plus, man, thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's such a pleasure to have you, Polo. Thank you so much for joining us today. My question for you today, Polo, for an artist to catch your attention, does an artist need to have those thousands of views, those millions of views? What catches your attention as an A&R?
I mean, the views obviously do help. I mean, we're living in a numbers world, so sometimes having that is shows that the artist has done. It's showing that what the artist is doing is working. So we do want to see those numbers. It's not that you know we shy away from the numbers because we obviously look at that, but what the numbers show is it shows that the artist is actually building that fan base. So sometimes we do want to see that, but obviously as an A&R, our job is to see a little bit more outside of the box. You know what I mean? We discover that little bit of talent, whether it's just again the way that the artist carries themselves, the aura around that artist, and they might have that star quality the minute they walk in the room. You can see that. You know what I mean? Whether it's just in the music, whether it's the tone of their voice, whether it's the songs that they're making, the quality, without an A&R, without a record label, all those little things help. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that kind of stand out to us. And obviously, we're gonna discover, new talent, underground talent. Talent's a little bit rough around the edges. You know what I mean? But again, you always look for that one thing that stands out and makes you want to go, okay, this is something. You know what I mean? There's something there. We just need to help it grow more than than what it's doing now. You know what I mean? So there's many things. I mean, but obviously, consistency, quality of music is important. You know what I mean? And right now, there's so much access to connect with other people and other writers and producers, and so people have to just go the extra mile sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we look for those guys that do go the extra miles. You know what I mean? Those whoever wants it more, what I'm saying, is going to work for it. And sometimes our hard work beats talent. You know what I'm saying? There might be somebody who's talented who just doesn't like the work. So it's a lot of factors to it. But our job is to see what it is, determine what it could be, and make it happen.
Definitely well said. Polo, it's such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. So that's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists today as well. 15 artists today submitted a song or a video, which we'll hear live alongside all three of those judges. Now today, the judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. The goal for today is for an artist to get at least 2 passes, and if they get 2 passes, that means they're heading straight to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round where they'll compete for $50,000 in prizes. So we're going to kick this thing off with the first artist on the lineup today. We have Eastside Gotti. Eastside Gotti. Now we have your song ready to go here. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Jetblast music.
Come on. Oh, hey, good looking, bro.
Okay. Aye, aye. Ain't long. I like business. You know how we do it. Got it. Get it, nigga, how you living, nigga? I ain't playing games, all my niggas in the trenches, nigga. Been about it since a younger nigga, stumping through your city, you don't want a nigga, yeah. Get it, nigga, how you living, nigga? I ain't playing games, all my niggas in the trenches, nigga, Been about it since a younger nigga, stumping through your city, you don't want a nigga, You ain't heard of me yet, then you a dead man. Them bullets hot, boy, they knocking off your headband. Lock the door, we ain't tryna let the feds in. He got slid last week off a dead end. I tried to tell that little nigga, keep your blamatory. It get hot up in the winter when they gunning for you. It was something like a favor, he was asking for it. Your closest homie, he'll hate you from a fucking distance. I ain't never seen a snake mix with a little chicken. Black on black crime, nigga had the Willie lynching. Why you dudes in here laughing and shit? I'm in this bitch trying to get my family out of this shit. In the field like Warren, bitch, I stay with a sack. And if you talking to the judge, then you labeled a rat. My low just came home, went back for a strap. I remember chasing hoes, now I'm chasing a stack. Yeah, get it, nigga, how you living, nigga? I ain't playing games, all my niggas in the trenches, nigga. Been about it since a younger nigga, stumping through your city, you don't want a nigga. Get it, nigga, how you living, nigga? I ain't playing games, all my niggas in the trenches, nigga. Been about it since a younger nigga, stumping through your section, you don't want a nigga. Pull up on sight, I'ma wet his teeth. I told him to stay in school, nigga, chase your dream. Now them bullets got his body laying on the scene. Shooter gang, homicide with my youngest crib. Body dropping back to back, do it for the team. I had to get it on my own, fuck you niggas mean. Stroh said be prepared and he got a beam. I put his face on the shirt just for looking mean. Red dot, headshot, he ain't see a thing. Activate a nigga curl when I let it ring. How you a gangster in your section where you scared to be? Seen he once and had he spooked, but I'ma let it be. Pull up, hop out, messy murder scene. Went up top, closed casket, no emergency. I got the urgency to do this shit in broad day. Took him off the bench just to knock him out the ball game. Get it, nigga, how you living, nigga? I ain't playing games, all my niggas in the trenches, nigga. Been about it since a younger nigga, stumping through your city, you don't want a nigga. Yeah, get it, nigga, how you living, nigga? I ain't playing games, all my niggas in the trenches, nigga. Been about it since a younger nigga, stumping through your section, you don't want a nigga. Yeah, Twilight.
It's the assault. This is the ghetto. Achilles stone, see? Pure separation. You understand? Pure separation. This is the ghetto, you know, road boy, the slum. See? This is where I man born and grow up. You have to pick up the gun down and stuff to survive, see? And you have to be the fittest of the fittest, you know, see, to survive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first artist on today's lineup. That was Eastside Gotti with his music video. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain 1, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Eastside Gotti and his song with his video that he submitted?
I thought it was good. I mean, he has a lot of talent. I thought the quality of the video and the audio was very solid. I just thought the hook felt like an afterthought. It felt like he put a lot of work into writing verses, and it felt like the hook was just not a priority for him. So I think that part fell short, but overall it was a solid record. His talent was clear. We're doing pass or no pass?
The pass or no pass, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him a pass. I just hope he picks a different song with a stronger hook.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Pain 1 hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records, Knowledge. What were your thoughts of Eastside Gotti and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Pain 1. I mean, overall, I thought he did a good job. I thought the video was on point. So overall, yeah, I liked it. I think he gets a pass. But moving forward, I would definitely suggest working on the songwriting of the record to bring the hook out a little more, make it more memorable. So people have something to walk away with. But I think he did a good job.
For sure. Thank you for that knowledge, giving you your second pass from the judges. With that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Eastside Gotti and his video that he submitted?
I mean, both judges kind of hit it in the head. The quality is there. I mean, you know what I mean? The video quality, it sounded good. But overall, wish the writing was a little bit better. So hopefully he comes in the next round with a different record or a stronger record. So it's a pass, but hoping he comes with something stronger for the next round.
Definitely. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, Eastside Gotti, you're the first artist today getting yourself 3 passes. You're the first artist headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats, Eastside Gotti. We'll see you in the next round. All right, next up on the lineup, we have Preach Black. Preach Black. Now, we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. Let me go ahead and load this up. It's called Smile. We'll be right back.
Behind a crooked smile's a broken heart with an open wound. In this life you get crooked thoughts from the broken news. Fuck the gossip swinging, it's ringing problems that shouldn't stew. A boiling pot when it runneth over the death of you. I'm watching every step and move. Competitors approaching truths, moving like ain't shit to lose. Abusing marijuana rules, stay creating obstacles. I hate to say I'm getting old, so I'm grinding for the gold. For Maz and Pops I'll never fold. The Fetty guap will never flop. Talking high will get you popped. These fruity niggas got me chopped. Talk a lot but never pop. Man, all these niggas cowards scared. Live a life that isn't theirs. Behind this smile is despair. Wouldn't try to fit in there. Working like my name Pierre. I'm going off to make it clear. Stay yourself and never fear the wicked thoughts of all your peers. Trust in your own and invest to your own feels. Why try to follow a fit? Stick to being weird. I can see the pain in your smile, see the gain in your style. We remain for the same in the crowd. I can see the pain in your smile, all the chatter get around, but avoid all the noise, never frown. I can see the pain in your smile, see the gain in your style. We remain for the same in the crowd. I can see the pain in your smile, all the chatter get around, but avoid all the noise, never frown. When will intelligent hood niggas have relevance? If we talking spittin', it's any rapper I'm better than. Breaking bitches, skeletons, we smoke at Ellen Rel again. Then deceased presidents getting counted, no hesitance. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Nowadays it's shaky niggas with some loaded pistols. They in every city, I can't trust you, I got issues. I've been through some shit they won't believe, I guarantee you. Never yap, sitting back as they feed the seagulls. They be snitching on theyself, that's how we fall from equal. Niggas hate on everything about me, they envious people. Even family try to doubt me, all the hate is evil. Now the way I'm coming finna hurt some. Niggas like blisters only show up when the work done. Keep your head high, 10 toes in the dirt, son. Cause when your bread high, better days beat the worst ones. I can see the pain in your smile, see the gain in your style. We remain for the same in the crowd. I can see the pain in your smile, all the chatter get around, but avoid all the noise, never frown. I can see the pain in your smile, see the gain in your style. We remain for the same in the crowd. I can see the pain in your smile, all the chatter get around, but avoid all the noise, never frown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Preach Black with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off this time. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What'd you think of Preach Black and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song was okay. I think he did a decent job. It's not so much, I think he has talent, but it's just overall the song didn't really grab me. He has some moments in there where, you know what I'm saying, like you could tell, okay, it's just not, he's not there yet. So it's still early for me. So for me, it'd be a no pass.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up next. What did you think of Preach Black and his song that he submitted?
Cool. Good.
Yeah, we got you.
Thought it was cool. You know, he has a good flow. I mean, one thing, you know, from what I heard in the song is he has a flow. But I think, you know, overall the song has to be tighter. I feel like, you know, from the writing to even to the hook, just needs to be tighter. And then also the mix. I feel like the mix kind of like hurt it in the beginning. It made it a little bit hard to hear him, but then it kind of got a little better. So, like Knowledge said, I just think it's just still too new. I mean, it's still in the beginning stages. So I don't want to pass it down because I feel like, you know, to compete, I don't think it could compete with what, you know, what we're putting out there. So I'm going to say for now, it's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from our second judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What were your thoughts of Preach Black and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I think he has a really solid foundation, talent-wise. It's just, I think it comes with time. I didn't feel like the song clearly communicated anything to me as a first-time listener. I felt like the hook felt just like an extension of the verse. So stepping up the songwriting is the next step. He's a good rapper, but he needs to make that transition into songwriting, and all that's going to take is time and focus.
Definitely well said. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. Well, you heard it from all three of the judges today, Preach Black. No pass, unfortunately, but check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Preach Black. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Bando16. Bando16, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so we have Bando16. Can you hear us? What's going on? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? Where you from?
Man, I'm from California.
Representing California. It's a pleasure to have you. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Bando6_, and that's my social media.
And what is that on? Is that on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
On Instagram, Bando16_ on my Instagram, and on Snapchat is Bando16_20.
All right, cool, man. So tell us a little bit about your official music video that we're about to listen to. Now, I do see this is from December 28th, so it's fairly new. You have over 3,300 views on this. What are we about to watch here? What is this song all about?
I mean, y'all just about to watch something that's new. Like, it's new. I made that when I was 15, you know? And I just you know?
Gotcha. What's the song about? What is it
16.
about?
A PO. It was about my PO.
Okay, awesome. All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Bando16 with his video. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Screaming for my PO out, that bitch catch corona. Bitches twerking on my loud, I think they from Arizona. Bitches Bando16, smoking pressure on my stoner. Get your faction before speaking fire, put this pistol on you. I got 938s, I got 4-5 Glocks. You would think I play was out of realm, aiming at the top. Niggas still flexing with that burning knowing. Damn, well, that's a park. Come to the hood with that stupid shit, I bet you gon' get shot. Screaming for my PO, cause that bitch just made me mad. I'm at the party door, I had to stop and bust a sad. Niggas tryna beef with me, I'm just gon' get a nigga tag. I'ma stick a nigga up like put the money in the bag. On my block, boy JB shit, bitch, I fuck around and shoot. Got a drum on the Glock, it look like a square root. And that shit big as fuck, way heavier than a boot. Sitting in a backpack, teacher didn't have a clue. P.O. looked me in my face, she told me I was a fool. I'm addicted to them drugs, I'm putting dads on my jewel. I just grabbed the bitch ass, now she tryna fuck at school. When I pop it at a show, I'm still gonna rock out with that too. It's about time the pussy bitches let me out that cell. If they see me with 10 bands, they gon' have to run and tell. I'm busting at the police if they say I'm going to jail. TTG official shooter, bitch, you know I keep that bill. Trap bang boss, bitch, I been that real like some fucking hot sauce. We promoting chaos, we gon' run up in your house and take your shit like Randy Moss. If you try to get it back, Cardola, he gon' knock you off. My bitch got a fat ass, cute face, and she mean. Even though I'm on probation, I'ma still keep that machine. Getting money, fucking bitches, just boosting my self-esteem. Make more money than my P.O. and I'm only 16. Screaming for my P.O. I hope that bitch catch corona. Bitches twerking on my live, I think they from Arizona. Bitches bando 16, smoking pressure, I'm a stoner. Get your fraction before speaking fire, put two pistols on you. I got 938s, I got 4-5 Glocks. You would think I play Buzzada when I'm aiming at the top. Niggas still flexing with that burner, knowing damn it, that's a pop. Come to the hood with that stupid shit, I bet you gon' get shot. Screaming fuck my P.O. cause that bitch just made me mad. I'm at the party though, I had to stop and bust a sag. Niggas tryna beef with me, I'm just gon' get a nigga tag. I'ma stick a nigga up like put the money in the bag. I might be young as hell, but don't play me like I'm dumb. Cruising down a nigga block with that 50 round drum. Bitch, I got bands running up my income. With these diamonds on my neck, shining brighter than the sun. Bad bitch with a fat ass, sitting on my lap. She making a nigga hard, I ain't even about to cap. She grabbed me by my zipper, then she took me to the back. She sucked me up so good, man, I had to take a nap. Hot bossing in the car, I got weed in the guard. Bitch, you know I'm packing, I got pistols in the jar. My P always tripping, man, this shit getting bizarre. They go raw with his ass, he finna pop another bar. What the fuck wrong with y'all? I'ma up until you fall. Fuck about the shot, bitch, I'm aiming at your jaw. It can go down in the streets, it can go down in the mall. It don't matter to me, I'ma run down on him with a saw. Screaming fuck the judge, cause that nigga did me wrong. If you got a pill, this gon' be your favorite song. I bet the SMGs and semi-automatics get you gone. I'ma do a nigga down bad, call me Al Capone. Screaming fuck my pill, I hope that bitch catch corona. Bitches twerking on my live, I think they from Arizona. Bitches bando 16, smoking pressure, I'm a stoner. Get your fraction before speaking fire, put this pistol on you. I got 9-3Ds, I got 4-5 Glocks. You would think I play Buzzada when I'm aiming at the top. Niggas still flexing with that burner, knowing damn it, it's a pop. Come to the hood with that stupid shit, I bet you gon' get shot. Screaming fuck my P.O. cause that bitch just made me mad. I'm at the party though, I had to stop and bust a sag. Niggas tryna beef with me, I'm just gon' get a nigga tag. I'ma stick a nigga up like put the money in the bag.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bando 16 with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Bando 16 and his video that he submitted?
I thought it was cool. I think the kid came with good energy. The beat was exciting. He has a flow. I just feel like he just needs a little bit more time. You know what I mean? I feel like he could tighten it up. Tighten up the flow, fit a little bit more in pocket, even structure. You know what I mean? Add a little bit more structure. I feel like the song was a little all over the place towards the end. You know what I mean? It was good when he was spitting in the beginning, and there was no really, the hook kind of came out towards the end. But I feel like just towards the end, he started just putting a lot of things on top of each other. So it's still a little early, but you can hear the potential. You know what I'm saying? You can hear what he's capable of doing. I just think it just needs more time. So right now, there's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, what were your thoughts of Bando 16 and his video that he submitted?
I thought it was good. I thought it felt good immediately. The energy was good. To use Polo's words, it felt exciting. I hope he's not actually currently on paper because this video looks like an automatic revocation. But that being said, I would pass him.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1 hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. So for the first time today, Bando, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass, which means it's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, we need a tiebreaker today. It's all up to you. What do you think of Bando 1-6 and his song?
I mean, overall, I thought the record was solid. Like, I like the record. I like the video. I think, the energy is what I like the most about it. Um, what I can say about the songwriting, though, for me, just wasn't all the way there. Like, it just felt very repetitive. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the subject matter of the song. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's where the song needs to be worked on at, and just get more creative about like who you are or why you're even in that situation to say fuck your PO, like what happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, and get more into that perhaps, or just stay on topic more, I guess you could say, you know what I mean? And it's like, I get it, you got 1,000 guns, and it's like every line is about that. So it's like, just come up with a little more creative lines to say to kind of tell more of your story of who you are as an artist, where you come from, what your background is, those type of things. With that being said, I'm really on the fence about this because I really like him, but I'm gonna say, you know what, man, I don't know. I'm gonna say, damn, I'm on the fence with this one. All right, I'm gonna say no pass, right? And I'm only gonna say that because I think that he's still very young, and I think he has a lot of potential. And I think that when he looks back on it, he's gonna listen to the song and be like, "Oh man, that shit was whack." You know what I'm saying? Like compared to where he's gonna be at. So I think that, and the only reason I'm saying no pass is more so like for inspiration, so he could be like, "Nah, fuck that, they're gonna pass me next time." You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's the motivation or whatever. But like, I think he has a lot of potential for sure. He could definitely be a really good artist. But like I said, the songwriting got to be there.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from our judges today, Bando. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us today, Bando16. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Moon Talk. Now, Moon Talk, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Moon Talk, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, Moon Talk? There you go, we got you now. What's going on, man? Where are you from?
I am from Vancouver, Canada.
Representing Canada, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Canada. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My Instagram is @moontalk_, so it's MOONTOCK_.
And do you have anything else besides Instagram or just Instagram?
It's just Instagram.
All right, cool. So Moon Talk, tell us a little bit about this official music video. I do see this is a new video. It was released, this was released last year in January, right? January 23rd. Yeah. It has over 7,000 plays on this. It's called Just Saying. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to?
So, when I make my music, I usually put myself in the shoes of other people. I like to write more of like a story-based thing, and especially my music videos are more like storyline-based. And so this song was based upon this person you see in this music video is a kid that he has everything he needs, but he still chooses to be more of like a street type of person. And the song was based around like a kid whose dad's a lawyer, but he would rather go out and drug deal and like be this gangster type of persona, despite having everything he has. And in the music video, you can see that he crashes his car, and the same day he's at like a party and he's talking about, oh yeah, I have all these guns and this and that. But what he doesn't realize is everybody around him is like sort of fake, and nobody's really there for him when they need him. You know?
All right, definitely interesting. All right, so let's go ahead, let's take a listen, let's watch the video. This is Just Saying with Moon Talk. Let me load up his video. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Super Saiyan. We got Saiyan. Frontin' on your bitch like I'm the. Hey, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm like Broly turned into a raging Saiyan. I don't need a chopper, I could use my hands. Chopping shit up on my block like Jackie Chan. Ask about me, but you know they never say. Bitch, I'm trying to make my shit and count my bands. They don't give a fuck about me where I'm at. Only see me when I start making them bands. When I'm counting up on paper out they hands. You know I'm making bands. Yeah, they hate me where I'm at. I'm busy counting bands. I'm busy counting bands. I crash a ghost in the parking lot, peeling out the spot. I don't give a fuck, bitch, you talk a lot. I be shouting like my auto, yeah. Head down, but it's in the clouds. Catch me floating now. I be on my grind. I be on it now. Bitch, I'm on my throne. Yeah. Waiting for the crowd. Bitch, I stay down 10 toes, that's that. All up on my own, get the fuck up on my back. Toolie in the trunk if you thinking that I lack. And I got 100 rounds in that bitch, I'm stacked. Praying I don't need another motherfucking piece now. Little buddy trapping at the block, that's a beat down. Everybody know that the block got the heat now. Chopping up a buddy, flipping pack, making cheese now. Yeah. All in my face, bitch, you know how we living. Swerved in a Jetta and done hit a Civic. Mumbling rappers all up in my missions. I'ma beat them in their own competition. They talking that talking, we walking with gas. Talking that shit and nobody get smacked. Jetta be cruising the block, push your packs, and they got us on pass. We gon' make me some rats. I'm like Broly turned into a raging sand. I don't need a chopper, I could use my hands. Chopping shit up on my block like Jackie Chan. Ask about me, but you know they never say. Bitch, I'm trying to make my shit and count my bands. They don't give a fuck about me where I'm at. Only see me when I start making them bands. When I'm counting up on paper out they hands. You know I'm making bands. Yeah, they hate me where I'm at. I'm busy counting bands. I'm busy counting bands.
All right, everyone, so that was Moon Talk with his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain 1, you'll be up first. What did you think of Moon Talk and his video that he submitted?
He gave an explanation of the meaning behind the song, and I listened to the song, and I couldn't discern any of that in the song. So, had he just not said anything, I never would have gathered that there was any kind of satirical or literary value to that song. It just kind of sounded like an uninspired trap song, and that's the problem. Because I'm not a fool, I love reading. I love literature. I'm overeducated given what I do in life, and so you have to step up the writing if that's the kind of music that you want to make, and if that's the kind of meaning that you want to convey to a listener. So no pass for me.
No pass. Thank you for that. DJ Pain 1. With that, we'll go over to our next judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Moon Talk and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Pain 1 was saying. I mean, it felt like an attempt to make a record that feels like what's out. You know what I mean? It didn't feel, it just didn't feel like it was original or like he was really trying to, come up with his own sound or tell his own story necessarily. And to what Pain 1 said, as far as based on his explanation, I didn't really get that through the song either. So it'll be a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Knowledge, no pass from the first two judges. Let's go over to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Moon Talk and his video?
Yeah, this is one of those that honestly, it just didn't feel organic. You know what I mean? Like, he he had an idea, but the execution of the idea wasn't there. And then I felt like the writing got lazy. I mean, especially in the first verse. He switched it up in the second verse. It came a little bit, even switched up his flow in the second verse. But overall, it's still the writing felt lazy. And it still, felt like it's still new. Maybe he's still trying to find himself as an artist, and I think that's what it is. Because this song didn't identify or gave me a feel for who he is. So, he has to work on songs that are gonna give him my identity and make it sound more organic, you know what I mean? More like himself. Again, I just feel like the something that he was trying to mimic, and it just felt lazy. So I'm gonna have to say it's a no pass for now.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from the 3 judges today, Moon Talk. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Moon Talk, everyone. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have Hunted Proof. Now, Hunted Proof, we do have you in the chat room as well. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Hunted Proof, can you hear us? Hey, what's going on, man? You are muted, so go ahead and mute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Yeah, can you hear me?
What's up, brother? Where are you from?
Hey, I'm from Oakland, California, born and raised, baby.
Representing California, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
Instagram at Living Proof, LIVING, proof_81.
And do you have any other social media page or just Instagram?
Instagram, Twitter is Proof Music. My Twitter is @ProofMusic.
All right, awesome. Now tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today, Straight to Business. What is this all about?
Straight to business.
Gotcha.
It's basically, it's a club banger. It's one of those things where the fellas, approaching the ladies, trying to get them home, you know what I'm saying, having a good time. So while we're there, while you're at the club, the track will get the ladies on the floor, which will get the fellas on the floor. Fellas, you welcome.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Living Proof with his song Straight to Business. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
This is the Legion.
Girl, if it's alright, I'm trying to get you home tonight. You shouldn't be alone tonight. So why don't you and your bitches come fuck with me and my niggas? Going ones while you stripping, and we gon' get straight to business. So why don't you and your bitches come fuck with me and my niggas? Going ones while you stripping, and we gon' get straight to business. Yeah, lil' mama, you the shit though. A nigga out here just getting my grip though. From around here, or you on a trip though? Wanna roll? See how the rest of your trip go. Don't be shy, I really won't bite you. If it's cool later on, I would like to. Type of nigga that would like to excite you. Gotta know a nigga got the right to. Haha, yeah, cause you thick as fuck. Tryna get you all alone so that we can cut. Loving the way you dress up, your tits and your butt. Classy with a hint of slut. Tryna get that nut. So what you say? Do you wanna get away so that we can play? Told you girls that shit would be okay. We getting nasty, sipping rosé. Girl, if it's alright, I'm trying to get you home tonight. You shouldn't be alone tonight. So why don't you and your bitches come fuck with me and my niggas? Going ones while you stripping, and we gon' get straight to business. So why don't you and your bitches come fuck with me and my niggas? Throwing ones while you stripping, and we gon' get straight to business. She said you wanna come get it, I hit the flow cause I'm with it. I'm loving the way that she moves, so we gon' get straight to business. I called up some of my niggas, she called a gang of bitches. As long as they with it, then we gon' get the party exquisite. Oh, yeah, it's a vibe, it's a damn vibe. Rub a nigga down, it's alive, it's a damn live. Ooh, for your thighs, for your damn thighs. Rubbing on your clit, licking dead in your damn eyes. I'm with the shit trying to be all of your element. Giving it to you good, making you wish you was celibate. Type of dick make you tell a bitch. Oh, that nigga nasty, girl, just for the hell of it. Yeah, nigga never selling it. Promo $3.99, I'm loving the way she telling it. Give her doses like Excedrin. All them other bitches bucket heads and hella irrelevant. I'm trying to get you home tonight. You shouldn't be alone tonight. So why don't you and your bitches come fuck with me and my niggas? Going ones while you stripping, and we gon' get straight to business. So why don't you and your bitches come fuck with me and my niggas? Throwing ones while you stripping.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Hunted Proof with his song Straight to Business. Let me go ahead and toss it to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What'd you think of Hunted Proof and his song that he submitted?
So overall, I mean, I like the energy of the song. I think, based on his explanation of the record going in, it pretty much, he was on point as far as what he was going after with this record. But for me overall, it felt a little dated for me, especially the hook. The hook didn't really it just felt older, you know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like 2020 or 2021 type vibes. So yeah, it's just the execution of it. I like the idea of it, you know what I mean? But the execution of it just wasn't all the way there for me. So I'm gonna say no pass.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Hunted Proof and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, he had a good idea, but like now it's said, I feel like the vibe felt older. It was a club record, but to me, it was a club record you probably would have heard back then, not now. So I just feel like, the writing obviously has to be more up to date on it. And even the beat, I feel like the beat was was what made it feel a little bit outdated. So it's a no pass for me.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Polo. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What were your thoughts of Hunted Proof and his song that he submitted?
For me personally, my favorite, I like the hook. The hook was my favorite part. I like the interpolation. I thought, it does feel like the whole, Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign era of 2018. But it could work in the summer. I mean, maybe if the beat got a little bit updated, I don't know. But I found myself liking the hook and the beat more than the verses by quite a bit. So that felt like a problem to me, because I felt like the actual main rapper whose song this wasn't taking ownership of the song by matching the energy and the musicality of the producer and the hook, right?
And DJ Payne 1, before you go, quick question here, because you are the platinum producer here on the lineup. How does an artist avoid being classified as dated? Because I know Polo, Knowledge, you even said it to an extent. Their song felt a little dated or felt like it was back then. How does an artist avoid that, or a producer? How does a producer avoid that?
I mean, I'm sure that this beat and hook were made at that era, and it comes from chasing a sound that is current. There's nothing. Everything's a risk with music. You want to minimize your risk, but a lot of people chase the current sound, and once a sound is current, that means it's already kind of dead. Like the people who are already known for that sound, they're the ones that get to use it and exploit it, and anyone chasing that sound is just following the wave that already crashed. It crashed behind the scenes, because once it's popular, you already know the next sound is coming. So I guess one, not chasing sounds and not intentionally saying I want to make a track that sounds like the current hit, because next week the current hit's no longer going to be the current hit. So by the time the song's out, it's going to sound dated. And then two, looking at music from a historical perspective and saying certain things have stood the test of time. We can describe new music as sounding classic. We can describe Griselda as sounding classic. We can describe Miguel as sounding classic. Why? And you got to be analytical and figure out what it is that makes their music, though current, still have this timeless sound, because timeless music will always work. So it's easier said than done, and it does take a lot of listening and a lot of research, and it's not easy. If I could hit it on the head every time, I'd be a billionaire. But it's hard. But it's something to consider.
Definitely well said. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. Unfortunately, today, Hunted Proof, it's a no pass. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us today. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Young B Baby. Young B Baby. Now, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Young B Baby, can you hear us? And as we do get you connected here, we do have your song ready to go. It's called Clappin'. Now, Young B Baby, we do have you in the chat room now. Can you hear us? What's going on, man?
Yeah.
We got you now, brother. What's going on? Where are you from?
From 765 over in Indiana.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, man. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My Instagram, you can it's YoungBBaby23. You can also follow me on YouTube at YoungBBabyMusic, and also on Facebook as YoungBBaby.
All right, cool. Now tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today called Clappin'. What is this all about? What are we about to watch here?
Really, it's just me and my dude, we make music long back, so we just trying to put our best foot forward and stuff. I was like, bro, I'm gonna make a music video right out of the spur of the moment. And like, he came in, shot it with me, and took it off from there.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Young B Baby with his song and video called Clappin'. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
I made that chopper start clapping. I made that chopper start clapping. Yeah, I made that chopper start clapping. It's young. They get it. Jimmy on the beat. I made that chopper start clapping. They thought I came up from New Orleans. Got white like a napkin. These niggas soft, I call them Sean, man. Bankroll on me. I swear my front pocket's enormous. I gotta keep going, but I re-rap back in the morning. Kill all these hoes. I'd rather fuck them and get rid of them. They thought I played football. Hitler started with a siphon. Made me a jug and turned around and bought a neutron. Stopping for shoes, Gucci, and I'ma need a few on. Whole lot of cash. They tryna figure out what we on. Off-white jacket, but my t-shirt made from V-Long. I'm on the red, I'm on the road, I better be gone. 400 bags, give me a week, I better be gone, yeah. Drip too hard, yeah, please don't get me started. Broke niggas jealous, I could tell by their face. Run that money up, and when I pop them, I'm a slave. Got 20 bitches dancing in my house like a parade. Beat steady knocking, I can hear what they say. I've been on the road doing shows, getting paid. And bitches think it's sweet and I'ma work them like a slave. My mama said don't go broke on me, shout out to my chain. Beat steady knocking, I can hear what they say. I've been on the road doing shows, getting paid. And bitches think it's sweet and I'ma work them like a slave. My mama said don't go broke on me, shout out to my chain. Beat steady hard, yeah, we don't get it started. Fuck nigga jealous, I can tell by their face. Run that money up and then I pop them, I'm a slave. Got 20 bitches dancing in my house like a parade. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, gang, gang, gang. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Young B Baby with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Young B Baby and his video that he submitted?
I thought it was cool. Just felt like it was very repetitive. He kept one flow throughout the whole entire record. So it kind of didn't sell me. It didn't stand out. It didn't really sound like anything, that I would wanted to, that I would replay again. Just sounds like, he had a good, he thought he had a good flow, but he kept the same flow, so it sounded too repetitive. You know what I mean? It didn't really. There was no switch up. I didn't know where the hook kind of really stood out or anything on it. So for me, I'm about to say it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What were your thoughts of Young B Baby and his song that he submitted?
I think he has something. I think there were these moments when his cadence was just really cool, and the melodies were strong. I don't think the execution was great. I thought the video quality was great compared to the audio quality. So, you know, if you're gonna have a great video, you got to step with the audio quality along with it. So you're just putting your best foot forward. But you know, he has a really laid back style. I feel like that's his authentic self. If he's getting on here, getting all rah rah and hype, it's just not going to feel authentic. So there's a way to do that. You know, like there are a lot of artists out there that aren't super hype in their delivery. Like Lil Baby is not like that. But he finds a way to work with the producer and the vocal producer and the engineer, and just he creates a whole aesthetic that matches his voice. So you never listen to one of his songs and say, "Damn, this sounds boring," because there's a way to do it. So I think what young B Baby's challenge is just figuring out how to take his sound and his style and his energy and present it in the best possible way. Because music is about feelings. It's not necessarily about high energy, low energy. It's about energy, period. So there's a way to do this, and I think he has the talent to do it. He just has to figure that out. For me, it's a no pass because I can't see this particular song translating well to a live performance, but I can see this sound translating into eventual catchy and popular songs.
Definitely. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1. Great advice there. Let's go over to the last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of young B Baby and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I thought the record was okay. To touch on what the other judge was saying, yeah, I think throughout the song, the melodies definitely needed to be switched up, you know, during the verse especially. I feel like every, you know, 4 to 8 bars, something like that, you got to switch up your melody, you know what I'm saying, to a whole nother flow to keep the song interesting. Makes it kind of feel like you're going like this on the song. And then it just didn't feel original as well. It just didn't feel like, it felt like he was, like Payne was saying, like he was chasing a sound as far as like, okay, this is what's current, this is what the current artists are doing, this is the lane I'm going. So it just didn't feel all the way personal, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, I would say no pass, but it's not like a lack of talent thing necessarily. It's just a matter of like, I feel like lack of identity on the record.
For sure. Definitely. Thank you so much for that knowledge. Well, young B Baby, it's a no pass today from the judges, but you got yourself some great feedback there. You're also going to get some written feedback as well right after this event, so be sure to check your email. Thanks again for joining us, young B Baby. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Jay Balenci. Jay Balenci, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Jay, can you hear us? And as we... Can you hear us, Jay? Hey, what's going on, man? How's it going? Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Representing New York, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today for the online showcase. What is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out? All right, Jay, we are starting to lose...
Yeah, Balenciaga without the...
We are trying to lose you here, Jay. We're going to try to get you connected here. Jay Balenci, looks like you lost connection on this. No worries, we're going to try to get you connected. We're going to go ahead and load up your song first. It's called Coming Fast. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
I ain't trying to get up on my feelings, fuck all that. Yeah, I ain't trying. Just trying to put a couple million. I ain't trying to get up on my feelings, fuck all that. I'm just trying to put a couple million in the bag. The niggas that fronted on me and told me I can't ride. They tryna fuck with me cause they see that I could pass. You already know it's slow, I promise it's so slow. If it ain't for the dough, I definitely won't go. If it ain't for the show, I promise we won't show. If you ain't my bro, I'm definitely gon' zo. I ain't trying to get up in my feelings, fuck all that. I'm just trying to put a couple million in the bag. They just wanna see a young nigga coming last. V12 on my engine, got a nigga coming fast. C12 is fuck it, I'm stopping hard on the gas. Cause the niggas around me, they move hard, no gas. We just tryna put a couple million in the bag. I say we just tryna put a couple million in the bag. See the plan is 50 bands in here for a show. I'ma do what I can and make them grands overflow. Remember ducking the man and selling grams on that post. Niggas don't understand how I got it up on that post. Run up them bands, me and my niggas, we gon' toast. On my niggas, we ballin' and we do it without a coach. Bitches free ballin' when they pullin' up to my home. And you know that we callin' all the shots, we stay on goal. Mama said I better fucking get up out the hood. Cause niggas in the streets only die or get bugged. She wouldn't sleep if I was to be took. Fell in love with the streets cause it's why I be good. Mama said I better fucking get up out the hood. Cause niggas in the streets only die or get bugged. She wouldn't sleep if I was to be took. Fell in love with the streets cause it's why I be. I ain't trying to get up in my feelings, fuck all that. Trying to get up in my feelings, fuck all that. I'm just trying to put a couple million in the bag. They just wanna see a young nigga coming last, but they just gonna see the young nigga shooting past.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jay with his song that he submitted for us. Now, we do have him in the chat room. Hey, Jay, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys pretty well. Can you hear me?
What's going on, man? We got you now. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from New York City. I just want to thank everybody. Appreciate you guys for your insights.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you too, man. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Well, you can follow me at Balenci.nyc. That's going to be Balenci.nyc without the aga. So that's Balenciaga without the aga. I actually commented so you can see it there. Facebook, you can find me the same ways. Oh, you can just search me on Google at Jay Balenci.
Awesome, Jay. Now, we just heard your song. You want to tell us a little bit about it? What did we just listen to? What was the song all about?
Well, like, I'm a moody person. I write my mood. So, like, one day I was just like, fuck everything. Like, you feel me? Like, I gotta change this bag, you feel me? Because that's really what matters, you feel me? Like, and people just want to see you last. Like, people don't want to see you win. So it's like, I just wrote that. Like, I don't know. It's just what was on my mind.
Definitely, Jay. So we just heard your song. I'm going to toss it over to the judges at this point. Let's get their thoughts on this. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, you'll be up first. What did you think of Jay Balenci and his song that he submitted?
I like the overall feel of it. I wish it hadn't been so short because I just really wanted to, digest the melodies. I thought the melodies were strong. I thought the mix was pretty bad. But the overall aesthetic was good. It sounds current, but it doesn't necessarily sound like everything that's out. But yeah, obviously one of his challenges is going to be competing in that lane of pain music, of sing rap, of melodic, chill kind of like Playboy Cardi, Lil TJ, that whole lane. But I personally liked it. I guess my issue is translating that to the stage. I mean, that's the type of thing that I would enjoy listening to. I can see how it could be a hype performance. I don't know, he has talent. I'd like to give him a chance. So for what it's worth, I'll give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. DJ Payne 1 hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Jay Balenci and his song that he submitted?
I mean, overall, I liked him. I thought he had a really good voice. It just felt early still, like songwriting wise, and as far as like putting an actual record together, I think he has like a ton of potential. So today for me it'll be a no pass, but I mean I really just think it's a matter of time for him as long as he stays in the studio, just keep working, keep challenging yourself. And I think that the beat selection for that wasn't really that good either. So that didn't do you any favors. I think you definitely step it up on the production side of things to make the beat already attractive. So before your voice even comes on, people are already tapped in. So yeah, just work on that. But I think you got a lot of talent.
All right, thank you for that. Knowledge, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge. But that means we have another tie. 1 pass and 1 no pass. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He is a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, it's all up to you. What do you think of Jay Balenci and his song?
I like the song. I mean, like, overall, he had a good vibe. That's, it's like he came with his sound, and I wasn't mad at it. I just felt like the mix definitely could have done it more justice. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs to start working on that. Like wherever he's recording that, making sure he's working with a mix engineer that's gonna bring his sound a little bit out more, especially his vocals. I felt a lot of it was muffled. It is early. Knowledge is he's right on the head when it comes to that. It is early, but I like the kid's sound. I'm not mad at it. I don't know how it would transition on that stage and how it would be received, but I wasn't mad at this. You know what I'm saying? I just, again, it's early, but I'd rather try to see, give him a little bit more experience. So I'm gonna give him that pass.
Awesome, thank you for that. Polo with the save, giving you your second pass from the judges. Big congratulations, Jay Balenci, the next artist today, headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again, Jay. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Reality X10. Reality X10, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Reality, can you hear us?
Hey, Ken, how's it going?
What's going on, brother? Where are you from?
Hey, I spent the majority of my life in Portland and Sacramento. I got love for them both. I'm repping them both.
All right, that's what's up, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check out your stuff?
So it's Reality X10. That's Reality times 10, but it's Reality X10 on Facebook, Instagram. You can find me on Spotify and all the streaming platforms as well.
That's what's up. Now tell us a little bit about this song you submitted. I see this was submitted on the 31st of December, so just a day before the new year, and it's already got over 7,700 views, pushing close to 8,000 now. What is this all about? It's called Twilight. What is this video all about? What are we about to watch here?
Yeah, so as you said, I dropped it on the 31st for kind of like 2021 vibes. The name of the song is called Twilight. I don't know if you can relate, but just kind of in my life, I've had a lot of setbacks that kind of set me back in life. And the whole point of this song is to stop doing that and to stop waiting for tomorrow and kind of treat every day like mission dream. So.
Awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Reality times 10 with Twilight. Let me go ahead and load up his song. We'll be right back.
I'm getting a younger man. And every day, that red hope gets dimmer. You know? I'm in my prime, I'm just trying to make it. Boy, I'm on the grind, I ain't waiting for a sign or a second, ain't no time, I ain't trying to waste it. I'm trying to shine like the sun, but feel my twilight. We just trying to be young before the day that we gone. We just trying to be young, yeah, before the day that we gone. I'm trying to shine like the sun, but feel my twilight coming. Hey, reminiscing about my heyday, but looking forward to a payday. Yeah, straight stunning like K-Slate. Do the money dance on them, no nay-nay. But all I hear is the naysay. Your bitch fuck with me even when you say nay. The chick fine 6'9", no treyway. And I'ma ride that bitch to the Segway. All I do is grind, no vacate. Keep your hand off mine, better vacate. Cause I'm no JK with the AK, meaning I do not play your placate. Try to ball on me, deflagate.
I cheat, I win, I make plays in the kitchen, whipping mayonnaise. I serve race to my fans, that's fan base. Money talks, I'ma translate. Get rich now, that's a mandate. Time key ticket, tomorrow's not a given, so wake up and get it, cause I can't wait. Ooh, and that's a bad bitch, but don't wait to say hi, cause this shit can all be over in a blink of an eye. I'm in my prime, I'm just trying to make it. Boy, I'm on the grind, I ain't waiting for a sign or a second, ain't no time, I ain't trying to waste it. I'm trying to shine like the sun, but feel my twilight. We just trying to be young before the day that we gone. We just trying to be young before the day that we gone. I'm trying to shine like the sun, but feel my twilight coming.
I'm so good, it's ridiculous. Gifts like St. Nicholas, but you already know life's a bitch, so stay pimping it. Try and test the sunlight, Icarus, so it could get frivolous. Hopes and wishes don't amount to pitching shit. If you ain't got the action to back it, the product dope, all you gotta do is bag it. Get it out in the traffic, born to hoard of fortune, year of the dragon. Right now I'm breathing mescal in a bottle, drowning my doubts. Every second's a dollar, we out. Make time like a 25th hour and leave a mark that's gonna last for ages, like hieroglyphics. So I guess we taking it back to basics. Either embrace it or have your boots quaking, cause the giants have awakened. Just face it, mom.
I'm in my prime, I'm just trying to make it. Boy, I'm on the grind, I ain't waiting for a sign or a second, ain't no time, I ain't trying to waste it. I'm trying to shine like the sun, but feel my twilight. We just trying to be young before the day that we gone. We just trying to be young before the day that we gone. I'm trying to shine like the sun, but feel my twilight coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Reality Times 10 with his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off this time. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What'd you think of Reality Times 10 and his song that he submitted?
I'm sorry, I'm finishing up the video right now.
No, all good.
You coming back?
Yeah, we'll come back to you, Polo. All good. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He is a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What did you think of Reality Times 10 and his song that he submitted?
I liked the video. The video was great. It told a story, which is rare for this showcase. I thought the concept was cool. I liked the message in the song, which was consistent with what was shown in the video. So great job there. I think overall the song had some problems in terms of just execution, in terms of cohesion. I thought the hook was kind of a problem. I wish the guy had just sang it the whole time instead of doing like the back and forth, because your tone was just not right for that register. I also felt like the concept of the hook could have been clearer. I like the idea of Twilight, but it gave way for a lot of just cliches that weren't catchy, like shine like the sun, that and we on, that kind of thing. Just like these concepts have been beaten into the ground in the songwriting world. So the hook just really needs to be solid and unique and convey the core message of the song. So that being said, I feel like it just didn't come together, but it had a ton of potential. So it's a no pass for me, but I do like the ability to tell the story and convey a message, and that's not something that I see often at all in this showcase.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. No pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think of Reality Times 10 and his video that he submitted?
Overall, I thought the song was okay. It was a little better than okay. I liked the message of the record. I thought he did a good job with the video. For me, the main part that was a problem for me was the hook. I thought the hook just didn't do it justice at all, especially because during the verses, he could really rap. So it was like he was showcasing his talent, and then it was a letdown for me on the hook. So I mean, overall, man, I like because he's talented. I'm gonna say pass, but I feel like he definitely has to work on the hook. A lot of times, people that can really rap and like what you would call a spitter or whatever have problems when it comes to the hook. So I think that's what you really got to work on, because you can rap all day, but like people are gonna remember the hook, you know.
For sure. Thank you for that. Knowledge hooking you up with your first pass. So once again, we do have a tie. 1 pass and 1 no pass. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you're the tiebreaker again today. What did you think of Reality Times 10 and his song?
Yeah, I'm on the fence on this one. I mean, I agree with both judges. I mean, one thing that the quality, definitely the video quality stood out 100%. The mix sounded good. I like the guy who's like the first rap, the guy who's on the hook. I like the way he was rapping, but I agree with Knowledge when it came to the hook. I just feel like it could have been better. Especially he was nice with on his verse, and then I feel like the second verse definitely didn't come with the same energy or help as much as I thought it was going to. I like the message. Like I said, the quality is there. It's hard. You guys been giving us some real tests lately. Not mad at that either. But like I said, I'm gonna give it a pass. I'm just hoping they come with a stronger record. I'm not sure who was the lead artist or who was the feature, but again, the guy in the hook, I think vocally I like his vocals. I just didn't like the hook, but I love his verse. But then the second verse just didn't come and compete or hold as much weight as the other guy did. So whoever is the artist, hope you come with just a stronger record. So I'm giving you a pass. Just come with a different record for the next round.
Awesome. There you go. Polo with the save, hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. Big congratulations, Reality Times 10. You're the next artist today, headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again, Reality. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Drew. Drew, we do have you in the chat room, but it looks like you just disconnected on us. So, Drew, we're going to go ahead and load up your song. We'll be right back.
The Negro still is not free.
But in these crucial situations,
100 years
Black lives
later,
gotta matter.
the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination.
We made it through the storm, we made it through the struggle, but they don't understand our struggle. Black Lives Matter is a critical thing. Poverty conquered by generational curses. Knowledge of existence, accumulated funds. Distinction for critical thinking. Genocide at an all-time high. Let my people survive. Police brutality, breaking up the families, giving us fatalities. No peace, no sanity. We living in slavery. I know y'all heard me. Brutality, breaking up the families, giving us fatalities. No peace, no sanity. We living in slavery. Unable to get ahead in life. Majority, no opportunity. Cause the color of our skin, we can't win. The color of my skin. Wow. Opportunists violate the Constitution. That's why the black man losing. Conquer the evil, fight through the storm. When it rains, it pours. It pours. Pause, listen to the message. It'll leave you breathless.
Give me my roses while I'm alive. Give me 'em. Don't wait till I die. Don't wait till I'm gone. The last days, the prophet of the man constructed, rearranged, interrupted into extinction. The black race. And I want you to know, failure is your greatest success. Because you learn what not to do the next time. Set them out, my people. I love y'all. And it's been real. And I want y'all to know that I'ma ride out to the end of this thing, man. Cause I'm dedicated. To the wheels fall off. Boy Drew, we out of here, man. Love, peace. And hold your head. Blessings.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Drew with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Now, we do have him in the chat room. What's up, Drew? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. How you doing today, man?
How's it going, brother? Where you from?
Man, the 412, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Okay, my Instagram is Yaba. That's an acronym for Young and About Action Entertainment. Underscore entertainment underscore Drew DEREW. Sorry about that. And underscore music.
Okay.
And then my Facebook is Andrew Carnes, and my YouTube is Drew TV.
Awesome. And Drew, we just saw your video, Black Lives Matter. What did it mean to you? What did it mean to you making this song to represent that?
Well, the acronym in Yaba, which is my music label, it's Young and About Action Entertainment. I had a young boys group, and I was just trying to bridge the gap between police and young men in my community. I actually ran for a council seat back in 2017, so I was just trying to bridge the gap and show awareness to that. And then we start having these losses from the police brutality. Like we start seeing the Malcolm Floyds of the world get killed, and we start seeing a lot of people diss my color. And I just wanted to show the young men in my community that there's more to us than just the gang activity and the bad stuff that you hear about us in the tabloids. And I'm just trying to build awareness and show them young men that we can make it in a different path, whether it's music or whether it's anything you want to do, but it could be positive and don't always have to be negative.
Definitely a great cause and a great meaning right there, Drew. Now, we just heard your song. I'm going to toss it over to the judges now. Let's get their thoughts on it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Drew and his song that he submitted?
I like the message. He came with a good idea. But to me, the overall execution, the delivery needs work. I mean, I thought, he came with a strong message, but he didn't come across, the song didn't come across as delivering what the message was. So I feel like it's just still, it needs some work. So I'm going to have to say it's a no pass for now.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what were your thoughts of Drew and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, of course, love the message. I just feel like the execution of it wasn't necessarily there lyrically. Not lyrically, but just the delivery of the lyrics. It felt maybe a little more like spoken word over some music than necessarily a song. It didn't feel like, as far as the song, it didn't feel like recitable, something that I would want to keep listening to as much as it was something that I would listen to once, but oh, that was dope. You know what I mean? Like, so it didn't really have that repeat value as a song. Like I said, of course, the message is important. And I love the message. I love having the family in the video and, you know what I mean? But just the execution of the song itself, it wasn't there. So it's going to be no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the first two judges. Let's go over to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What did you think of Drew and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I just want to add, I've had the privilege of working with, artists like Public Enemy and so forth who were precisely affected by the execution of their message. Fight the Power became an anthem, and it's never lost its impact. It's never lost its relevance. There are a lot of ways to convey a message, but when you choose rap as the vehicle to convey your message, you have to make the rap effective as rap. It can't just be a message and the rap be secondary. So keep that in mind, because this is a challenging undertaking. It's a powerful undertaking. It's an undertaking with a lot of implications, and so keep in mind the music, the culture, the tradition, and your predecessors who have done what you're doing and laid the foundation for you.
Definitely well said. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. Well, Drew, unfortunately, it's a no pass today from the judges, but check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us, Drew. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Dared. Dared, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Dared, can you hear us? Hey, you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Where are you from?
I'm from Kosovo, Albania.
Albania, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Albania. It's a pleasure. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
DEDA Music.
And what is that? Is that on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
On Instagram.
Okay, cool. Do you have any other social pages that you could give a shout out to?
Yes, on Facebook, it's same name.
Okay, awesome. And tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted today. It's called Ridin'. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to?
Long story short, the song is about a couple that want to find a second chance in life. And overall message is that when the light flashes before your eyes, make sure you're proud of what you see.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Dur with his song Ridin'. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
There's not much left to do. When we feel we bloom in the search for something new. Easier said than done. Now we're both ready to run. Before then after the sun. I got the smoking gun. our own pose, ready to run. Before, then after the sun. I got the smoking gun. Riding, oh, 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 riding with my baby. Yeah, we riding, oh, 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 riding the sun. I got the smoking gun. Riding, oh, 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 riding. Riding, oh, 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 riding the sun. I got the smoking gun. Easier said than done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dared with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge. Let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of Dared and his song that he submitted?
I mean, I thought the song was okay. Like, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't necessarily my type of record. I think that they did a good job, at least I could say, with the hook, as far as just something that was repetitive and had a nice little vibe to it, that you could at least take away from, take away from the record, something that was memorable. Other than that, that's the only part of the song that really kind of stuck out to me. And then I don't know if how it would necessarily fits into this type of particular competition. I'm gonna say no pass for me today.
All right, thank you for that. Knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, what did you think of Dared and his song that he submitted?
I think the song has a ton of potential. I think the singer has a great voice. I think there are some solid melodies. As is, no. But I hear the potential. I would change the production up completely because it sounds very dated. I would really work on vocal production because there's no reason that you just have a lead and that's it in a pop song. There's just a lot that can be done to take this song in its raw form and make it a good song. And right now it's in its raw form, so it's a no pass, but I can see this song being elevated to a point where it's realizing its full potential and really reaching a lot of people.
Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. No pass, unfortunately, from the second judge as well. Let's go to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Dared and his song?
This is not my lane as well, but, honestly, judging it was cool. I mean, the chorus was the strong point. Her vocals were strong, but overall, the song could have been better. I think it's a good template, like Payne said, with more work. Maybe more a top liner writer or another writer can help bring the song out more. There's potential in the record, but as it is right now, I don't see it competing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't see it how it would compete in the competition as well. So I'm not just say it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from all three judges today, Dared. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, so next up on the lineup, we have Annie O. Annie O, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, Annie O, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Hey,
okay.
How's it going, Annie? We got you now. How's it going? Where are you from?
Good, how are you? I'm from Chicago.
Awesome, representing Chicago. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And what is your
Thank you.
social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Yes, on everything, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, everything, it's Annie O'Malley. And on Instagram, it's Annie O'Malley with 2 Y's.
Awesome, Annie. Now, we do see you submitted your song today called Roaring 2020s. This is a fairly new video. I do see it was published in November of last year.
Yeah.
It's got over 4,000 plays on it. What are we about to watch here? What is this all about?
So basically, obviously, this year has been hard. It's forced us into a lot of growth and change, and I think in good ways, but also just in ways that we weren't expecting. And so I wanted to parallel it because it's been 100 years since the 1920s, so I wanted to use that theme. But it's also, like, as a musician, life can be kind of isolating because people don't really understand, like, the hustle, or they don't understand, like, the way that we think a little bit differently. So it's kind of like I'm in this, like, house, and I'm, you know, kind of in my own little world, and I feel a little bit lonely, and it's like all I want is, like, that one thing. And for some, it's different for everybody. For me, it's like, you know, right now it's like all I want is, you know, to be a big artist and all that kind of stuff. Or, you know, for other people, it's like, oh, all they want is to go back to work if they love the job, whatever it is. And so, yeah.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and take a listen. This is Annie O'Malley with Roaring 2020s. Let me go ahead and load up her song. We'll be right back.
Less than a month into 2020, there's already been a whole year's worth of doomsday panic.
A 6.4 earthquake and multiple aftershocks. The fire catastrophe in Australia, where the nation's largest evacuation.
Louis Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash.
Coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know.
Officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
The U.S. has now surpassed 4 million cases. 100,000 daily cases.
The U.S. may now be at a boiling point.
Directly addressing police brutality.
I wear a dress that glistens like it's the night of the year. I make a toast to all the people I don't know here. I've got the crowdest house in the loneliest room. The radio plays a song I'd sing for you. And all of the pearls on my chest and the clothes on the floor ain't nothing like I'd ever seen before. I'm a ghost by day and a host by night, but you'll never figure out what I'm really like. I see a green light across the lake. The colors remind me of every page, and this time it's a different scene, but I can't let go of the way it should be. It's the roaring 2020. It's the roaring 2020s. I'll impress you with all of the things on the outside. I'll bring you closer. Meet me there in the dark. I'll wait for you all night. I wanna hold you. I lived a life of a one-way street till I decided to sit in the passenger seat. And I'll love you forever if you let her go and love me. And all of the pearls on my chest and the clothes on the floor ain't nothing like I'd ever seen before. I'm a ghost by day and a host by night, but you'll never figure out what I'm really like. I see a green light across the lake. The colors remind me of every page, and this time it's a different scene, but I can't let go of the way it should be. It's the roaring 2020. It's the roaring 2020s. I stand over the ledges, I watch everyone stare, and I can't help but notice your brown wavy hair. And the truth on each step that I didn't expect is a feeling of champagne and ice cold regret. In the seconds I'm lost while looking at you, we meet at the bottom of a towering moon. And your eyes say I'm sweet, but your sarcastic teeth tell me all the things that no one else can read. I see a green light across the lake. The colors remind me of every mistake. And this time, it's a different scene. If I just let go and my heart on my sleeve. And your car light on an abandoned street. Sirens in the dark, I can finally see. And my life is made of money. The second it's gone, I'm truly free. It's the roaring 2020s. It's the roaring 2020s. It's the roaring 2020s.
Okay, yeah, hold on one second.
No, I still haven't heard from her. I don't know if she's ever coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Annie O'Malley with her song and video that she submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's an A&R director over at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What did you think of Annie O'Malley and her song?
I thought it was cool. I get the message, you know what I'm saying? I like her writing. I just felt like the production and the chorus could have been better. I feel like the production didn't really do her justice. The mix as well. And then the chorus. I mean, I think she did a good job during the verses, but then and I thought the strongest point of the song, or the strongest parts of the song, was that pre-chorus. It was a good pre-chorus going into the hook, but then when the hook came, I just thought it was okay. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to say it's a no pass because I don't see it fitting again in this competition, and again I just wasn't. It did the production and that chorus didn't sell me, but she has a good, when it came to the verse, I liked it. I thought she has potential, but right now it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. You'll be up next. What do you think of Annie O'Malley and her video that she submitted?
I liked it. I agree with Polo. My favorite part was the pre-chorus. Yeah, I felt like the chorus kind of fell short. Like she darkened it with those harmonies. I like the bridge. I like the verses. I like the video. Kill the intro, please, because that was just way too long. When I saw the intro, I was immediately thinking, oh my god, found footage. It's going to be horrible. And then the quality of the video was pretty amazing. So I would have liked to have just seen that right away, so I didn't have to guess in my head. But yeah, I mean, I think she has talent. I wish the writing had fleshed out more of the intertextuality of Gatsby and just, especially the green light metaphor and connecting that with the economic portion of, the roaring 20s refers to the economy. So when you're saying the roaring 2020s, that you're kind of saying it in an ironic way because the roaring 2020s, well, for some it was very prosperous. for some, it was absolutely devastating. Same with the Roaring Twenties, and that was a big part of Fitzgerald's message. So I would have liked to have seen that fleshed out in the writing, but I thought she did a good job. I like the production. It felt like something I would hear on a Taylor Swift album, just really understated, not dated sounding, not over the top pop production, but I think just right. I think there's a lot that can be improved, but I'd like to give her a pass just because she can sing. The logistics of being on stage as a singer-songwriter who plays, I guess I don't know what's in her arsenal. I'm just going to pass her and she can figure it out.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Payne. One, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Once again, Annie, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass. It's all up to the last judge on the lineup. He is the A&R director over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think of Annie O'Malley and her song with her video that she submitted?
I think she did a really good job. I mean, I thought the video was really, really well put together. Overall, the video was a little longer than I would have liked it to be for sure, but just the quality of the video, the thought that went into it, attention to detail, I thought that, she did a really good job. I liked her voice. I mean, overall, I thought this, it's not my type of record, but I thought overall the record sounded pretty good to me. Of course, it could use improvements in some of the writing areas like the previous judges spoke about, but overall, I thought she did a really, really good job. So I'm gonna say pass for sure.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Knowledge, hooking you up with your second pass, Annie. Big congratulations. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats, Annie. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys. So next up on the lineup, we have Bix. Let me go ahead and bring you... I'm sorry, Bex. We have Bex coming up next. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Bex, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Where you from?
Hey, yeah. So I grew up in Liberia, West Africa, but I live in the DMV area. That's DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm currently in Maryland, and that's where I reside right now.
Awesome, man. It's a pleasure to have you. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Yeah, I went ahead and just wrote it up quickly. It's l.i.bx. That's l.i.bx on Instagram. And then I'm on Clubhouse, Loom, Facebook. Just find LIBX Records. LIBX Records.
Awesome. Now, I do see you uploaded a song today called Dance Like You Love. It's got over 3,000 plays, and it was uploaded recently. It premiered in November, just this past year. So tell us a little bit about it. What are we about to listen to here?
Yeah, and this is kind of, an identity of my music, too, growing up in West Africa. So the whole idea of my music is to fuse Afro beats with international genre, right? Mm-hmm. So this music is actually based on the Kizomba genre. And Kizomba is a music originating in Angola, but it's very popular in Portugal and here in the DMV as well. It's a sensual music. It's about dancing with a partner. Sorry, can you see me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, it's about, it's about dancing with a partner and having that good time. And, with COVID and everything that has happened, being an artist, it's always good to find that light. And so this song for me was a light in 2020 to kind of have a good time. There are 2 other things I want to share with the music. The producer is in Portugal, my videographer is here in DC, and myself. So it's a good way to just connect these 3 to kind of produce this product. You might also see this bottle in there. It's Bolt. This is a gluten-free drink that I also shared in the video. You will see that from the heart of Miami. Strawberry infused, and it's sort of just about having a good time and bringing a different international feel to the music.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Bex with his song, Dance Like You Love. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Got my swagger alright when I'm stepping in the club. Not looking for a wife, just wanna party up. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna break no hearts. I don't wanna let you go. I don't wanna break apart. But I want to hold your body to mine. Girl, I want to get something by your body at night. I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. But I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. Make you pretend that you love me. Yeah. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. She got a body so right. The way she dancing in the club. She looking so nice. She sipping bud in her cup. She don't wanna fall in love. She don't wanna break no heart. She don't wanna let me go. Cause she don't wanna break apart. I just want to hold your body to mine. Girl, I want to get something by your body at night. I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. Make you pretend that you love me. Yeah. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. I'm dancing with my lady, my lady, my lady. Rocking with my baby, me baby, me baby. I'm dancing with my lady, my lady, my lady. Rock with me baby, me baby. Get some by my lady. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. I want you to dance like you love. Yeah. Make you pretend that you love me. I want you to dance like you love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bex with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a platinum producer. DJ Pain 1, you'll go up first. What did you think of Bex and his video that he submitted?
I was actually on the fence about it until the second pass of the chorus. I just wish all the harmonies and layers had been put into the first chorus, because the vocals sounded really empty for a while, because they're really dry. You don't have reverb or anything on them, and I know I hate when reverb is not used properly, but it really does help glue the vocals to the production. So I don't know. I wrote a lot of notes, mostly about production, but I thought it was a solid song, so I'll give him a pass. I think it would be fun to see on stage.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Pain 1, giving you your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a director of A&R over at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's go over to you. What do you think of Bex and his video that he submitted?
I mean, I thought the song was decent. I mean, it was solid. Like I liked it. It had a nice little vibe to it. I think it could have definitely been written a little better, and the production could have been stepped up a little bit. But overall, I think he accomplished his point. You know what I mean? I think it's the type of record that, you know, it's going to get you moving a little bit, get you in that type of vibe to dance. So I mean, I think with that being the fact that he conveyed, you know, the initial idea, I'm gonna say give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Knowledge hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. Let's go to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Bex and his video that he submitted?
You know, I mean, both judges kind of said it all. I mean, what won it over for me is the vibe. It had a nice little vibe. I mean, obviously, the chorus could have been a little bit better, but he did his job. You know, he got you moving, and that's really what it is. So it's a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Polo. Big congratulations to you, Bex. You got 3 passes from the judges. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congratulations to you, Bex. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Lex, the Lyric Slayer. Lex, we do have you in the chat room. Let me bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so Lex, can you hear us? There we go. We got you now, Lex. Can you hear us? You are muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you, Lex.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Lex? Where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Representing Tennessee. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for joining us today for the online showcase. And what is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Well, I'm on Facebook at Lex the Lyric Slayer for the love of rapping. And I'm on TikTok, the Lyric Slayer. And I'm on Twitter, the Lyric Slayer. You can also find me on YouTube, Lex the Lyric Slayer. And just check out my work. And it's a pleasure just you allow me to be here. Thank you so much.
And it is a pleasure to have you as well, Lex. Now, tell us a little bit about your song you submitted for us today. It's called Who Am I? Ask About Me. What is this all about?
Well, basically, this song that I made is more like a contribute to all the local, artists that's from my hometown, and even all the ones who have made mainstream, like Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, Project Pad 36 Mafia. And I felt like I had to make a song to just represent them and myself properly and represent my hometown as well properly.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Lex, the Lyric Slayer, with Who Am I? Ask About Me. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Nigga street code violate. Call the cops, come investigate. Don't ever underestimate. Got shoes in place, just name the day. Bring them choppers out, and we gonna have a play day. You don't know how Memphis do. Lieutenant G, we out the gate. If I fuck your nigga, then I'ma tell you about it. I'm from the city where they turn your nigga into a thought. And in my city, my nigga, I know you heard about me. I got the street credit, nigga, better ask about me. Nigga street code violate. Call the cops, come investigate. Don't ever underestimate. Got shoes in place, just name the day. Bring them choppers out, and we gonna have a play day. You don't know how Memphis do. Lieutenant G, we out the gate. If I fuck your nigga, then I'm juice on all you tatted thirsty hoes. M-O-N-E-Y, money over nigga, fuck these hoes. Sitting at the top, to the motherfucking world blow. Switch my style up, live reverse, slayer, and I change the flow. I'm rockabye, nigga, better get nigga. Come fuck with you a better nigga. Every time I see you broke ass, you always be better nigga. Get your weight up, get your cake up in the kitchen. I'm the baker, baking soda, hot water with the pot at the city. It's time to wake up. Gangsta bitch, you need a gangsta nigga. Fuck on the LY county figures. Get it through your head, I can't chase no squirt niggas. Ice on the rocks, I don't chase my own damn nigga. Got your BM and her feelings cause I make your come quicker. Yeah, I'm a gangsta bitch. I need a gangsta nigga that love this gangsta shit. Fuck you, man. Representing for fucking Memphis. M-E-M-P-H-I-S. You heard the best. Represent Sherman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lex, the Lyric Slayer, with her song that she submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What do you think of Lex, the Lyric Slayer, and her song that she submitted?
I like the energy she came with. You know what I'm saying? She came with good energy. I just thought the mix overall didn't let me, capture everything she was saying. And then I felt like structure. I feel like the structure could have been tighter. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like she had a lot of aggression. She was trying to get it all out, but it felt like it was stumbling. Sometimes certain things were stumbling on top of each other, stacking on top of each other. And so it just wasn't giving me, the feel that I really wanted out of it. She has a lot of potential. I would, keep working on that. Try to work somewhere, a mix engineer that can really help your sound. But for right now, for me, for this one wasn't it. So I'm going to say it's a no pass for this one.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think of Lex, the Lyric Slayer, and her song that she submitted?
I think, on the song, like, she definitely had talent. You could tell as an artist or as a lyricist, she definitely lived up to that. And I think she also brought that feel from where she's from, she also represented that as well. But like Polo was saying, as far as like the structure of the song, just that part of it wasn't there yet. So it still felt really raw, like really, like just still needs to continue to grow as an artist to make an actual record, something that feels like, oh, this is a song where I could like really repeat this and play it back and share it with other people. You know what I'm saying? This felt more like she was just showcasing her ability to spit as a lyricist and gain her respect that way, which I'm cool with. But that's just as far as like a record, I don't think it's there yet. So it'll be a no pass for me, but definitely a lot of potential.
Awesome. Thank you for that knowledge. No pass, unfortunately, from the second judge today. Let's go to the last judge. Let's see what he thought about it. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What did you think of Lex, the Lyric Slayer, and her song that she submitted?
I liked it. I just thought the hook was too wordy. And, the challenge to writing a hook that catches somebody is keeping it simple, but not making it feel dumbed down and just really, boiling down the essence of the song and making it memorable. And so, I think that's her challenge because the verses were crazy. So if I had felt the same way about the hook, then, I would have been a complete success from verse to hook and everything. But yeah, the mix, whatever. I think a lot of that is forgivable if the song is totally solid. So she just has to get there. That's all.
Awesome. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. Well, you heard it from all three of the judges here today, Lex. It's a no pass, unfortunately, but check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. It was a pleasure to have you, Lex. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. We hope to see you again on a future showcase. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Richie. Now, Richie, we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. It's called Skin. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Why are you always say I am the problem when you know who started, who came up with it? Anywhere I be, everywhere you go, why bother shit into my table? Skin on your skin, lips is on your lips. Why don't you love me the same way I do to you? Who came up with it? Why skipping all this? Why faking all of this? Tell me, boy, why do you? Skin on skin, lips on lips. Why don't you love me the same way I do to you? Skin on skin, lips on lips. Why don't you love me the same way I do to you? Why break up with me? Tell me why you leave me on here. Tell me where I go, carrying all this pain. Why you complain when you don't know my name? Trust me, I win. Trust me, you lose. That's the kind of game that I declaim. Skin on skin, lips on lips. Why don't you love me the same way I do to you? Skin on skin, lips on lips. Tell me why don't you love me the same way I do? Where you wanna stay? Where you wanna go? Are you okay? Lay circles in my brain, running through the rain, feeling this pain, babe. Skin on skin, lips on lips. Why don't you love me the same way I do to you? Skin on skin, lips on lips. Why don't you love me the same way I do to you? Feeling all this pain, running through the rain, running through the rain, rain.
All right, everyone. So that was Richie with his song that he submitted for us today. And we'll go over to our judges. Let me toss it to them, see what they thought about this. Let's start off with the A&R director. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, let's start off with you. What did you think of Richie and his song that he submitted?
I didn't think the song was very good. I didn't think the vocals were very good. I could barely understand what he was saying most of the song. There were a couple of good parts in there that you could kind of hear, you know what I mean, that shine through a little bit where you're like, okay, but overall it just wasn't a good representation, so no pass.
All right, thank you for that. Knowledge, no pass, unfortunately, from the first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. He's an A&R director over at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think of Richie and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I mean, vocally, obviously needs work. There were certain parts of the melody-wise that sounded good, but there was no. I mean, I don't understand. I'm not sure if there was words to it. So, yeah, I don't know if it's the mix or him vocally. I mean, obviously needs help or needs some work. So still a lot of work that needs to be done. So it's a no pass.
All right, no pass from our second judge today. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. What'd you think of Richie and his song?
Yo, was that a cover or is that his original song?
I don't really know.
Because my thing is, obviously that was out of his range. He couldn't pull it off.
Yeah.
That hook was big, though. If he wrote that, imagine someone who could actually clearly deliver that hook. Be a hit.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
I don't know what the hell half of the lyrics are. But a lot of songwriting. I've heard some demos, some references that sounded horrible, like just horrible, like worse than that, and they became successful songs because the ideas were there. I work with songwriters that can't sing, but they know how to write and they know how to convey an idea to someone who can sing. So. Yeah, if he wrote that, I think he has a lot of potential as a songwriter, like a lot.
For sure. Thank you for that, DJ Payne 1. You heard it from all three of the judges today. It's a no pass for you, Richie, but check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, guys, and we reached our last artist today on the lineup, Cuckoo Man. Cuckoo Man, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Cuckoo Man, can you hear us? All right, as we get you connected here, we do have your song today. Cuckoo Man, we're going to try one more time. Can you hear us? All right, as we try to get you situated here, we got your song called Cuckoo Swag. So let me go ahead and load this up. Oh, there we go. We got you now. Cuckoo Man, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. How's it going? Where you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
Oh, Chicago. Grew up in Michigan, Detroit, Grand Rapids, but birth from Chicago.
All right, awesome. And tell us, what is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
Just look me up on YouTube. Cuckoo Man, Cuckoo Swag YouTube.
Okay, do you have an Instagram, a Twitter, or Facebook at all?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, but I do most of my promoting on YouTube right now.
Okay, cool. So tell us a little bit about your song today. It's called the Cuckoo Swag. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to here?
Just trying to invite people into my world, because I got a crazy personality, coming up back in the day, we used to be singing and cracking jokes, and I just trying to put some comedy in the raps, and make people laugh, but add a little swag along with it at the same time,
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is the Cuckoo Man with the Cuckoo Swag. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Motherfucking bitch. You know what? You got plenty of shit to worry about. Now I'm kind of hungry. Shit.
is so crazy, chemically imbalanced. Spaz on niggas who the fuck wanna challenge. My giant in this gang that's controlled in the planet. I'm riding around, I'm getting it, and I'm ready to do damage, yo. I be the cuckoo man, and I'm so Gucci, man. Move to the ATL so I can get them grams. I go stupid, freestyling to the music. Live and direct at the Patchy, how we do this. I'm on crunk mode, I come to gun hoes. Do shows and get those so I can plug hoes. I'm off the chain, man. I'm insane, man. A live wire that's from a different plane, man. I'm a boss like Meek Mills and Rick Ross, and bitches like Wale, so I gotta get it all. I like to floss my jewels at the mall. You don't like it, nigga? Then fuck all of y'all. Do your ass, I'll shoot your ass. I'll do your ass, I'll shoot your ass. I'll do your ass, I'll shoot your ass. You know why? Cause I got that cuckoo swag. Cuckoo swag. Cuckoo swag. Cuckoo swag. I'll do your ass, I'll shoot your ass. I'll do your ass, I'll shoot your ass. I'll do your ass, I'll shoot your ass. You know why? Cause I got that cuckoo swag. Cuckoo swag. Cuckoo swag. Cuckoo swag. These niggas been scared of me. Banging is my pedigree. Murky with telepathy. This my double jeopardy. I'm a BL. Chrysler kill devils. Cause Chrysler drive Buicks. And Chrysler, who you know that's that hyper. Use a blaze, some choppers. Crazy like Waka Flocka. Hit your ass with a shot, just like them doctors. Bang at Central High School, Grand Rapids Gumroot. All the ladies love me, cause they say I'm so cute. I do your ass, I shoot your ass, I do your ass, shoot your ass, I do your ass, I shoot your ass. You know why? Cause I got that cuckoo swag, cuckoo swag, cuckoo swag, cuckoo swag, I do your ass. Like I said.
All right, everyone, so that was Cuckoo Man with his song Cuckoo Swag. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He is a platinum producer. DJ Payne 1, let's start off with you. What did you think of Cuckoo Man and his song that he submitted?
He can definitely rap. He has good energy. I just don't think he put his best foot forward with this song. Like, there was weird kind of screaming in the background. That intro didn't contribute to the video or the song. I just thought there was a lot wrong with it. And that's always the challenge. You know, you got to take your raw talent and you showcase it the best way possible and present it to the public that way. So I think that's his challenge.
So that was a no pass, right? Right, DJ Payne 1?
Yeah, my fault.
Okay, awesome. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He is a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think of Cuckoo Man and his song that he submitted?
Like Payne said, I think he can rap. I just think the quality and the timing is off right now. I mean, the video is 7 years old. I mean, I don't know how it's going to compete today. Even sound quality, you know what I'm saying? So it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, Polo. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think of Cuckoo Man and his video that he submitted?
Yeah, they pretty much said everything. No pass for me.
All right, thank you for that, Knowledge. You heard it from all three of the judges today. Cuckoo Man, unfortunately, it's a no pass today, but check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. All right, so that's our entire lineup for today. Before we go, let's give a big shout out to all three of our judges for joining us today. Starting off with the first judge on the lineup, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
Only social media, I'm on is Instagram. You can find me there, God_knowledge.
Awesome. Knowledge, thank you so much for joining us today for the online showcase. And up next on the judge lineup, he's a platinum producer, DJ Payne 1. Where can everyone find you on social media?
Sorry, I'm still listening to Richie Caesar. If he's watching, just reach out and let me know. Is Skin an original? I'm just fascinated by it. You can find me on all social media at DJ Pain1, DJPain1Beats.com. I'm easy to work with. If you want production, I got it. Just reach out. Peace.
Awesome. DJ Pain One, thank you so much for joining us for today's online showcase. And last but certainly not least, he's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm only on Instagram under POLO_2X.
Awesome. Polo, thank you so much for joining us as well.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have all three of you guys. My name is Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well on behalf of myself, the judges, and the entire Coast to Coast Live team. We'll see you guys on the next one.